let's also reflect on the scale of exactly what the government's been doing with PPE. If you reflect on the summer economic update, I think in the second week of July, the government thus far has spent about £15 billion on personal protective equipment. Now, this contract, I think it was 250 million altogether. As you said, it's between 150 and 180 million pounds has been wasted on this. So our concern is that this is the thin end of the wedge. And as Alastair rightly says, I think we need to have a pretty swift and pretty brutal inquiry into a lot of the decisions which the Department of Health and Matt Hancock have made over the preceding 3 or 4 months. Because ultimately, NHS workers obviously require and deserve the best specifications for personal protective equipment to ensure they can carry out their work safely and keep patients safe. But my concern is that there will be many more of these stories which will transpire. I mean, apparently,
tell you the other thing that. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but the other thing that struck me about this as well, and very much the same way as I put to Alastair about McLaren and Dyson, is that the thinking within the Treasury, and I personally think they were absolutely right, was there will be people who get up to tricks on furloughing. There'll be people who try it on with the grants of this and the grants of that. But actually the imperative is such that we're going to do it and we will police it later on, and therefore it went ahead. Why is that different to this?
I sense there's probably a similar rationale behind this as well. I mean,
the Treasury got away with it and the DHSS didn't.
That could well be the case. I mean, as you said, I mean, the Treasury in particular had to sort of move at pace with quite a few of these schemes, and we've already seen several stories of really obvious fraudulent behaviour and exploitation of the furlough scheme. I would imagine there will be similar stories which will transpire from the Department for Health. So I think it's absolutely vital that this kind of degree of transparency is happening right now, so as to ensure, as Alastair rightly alludes to, if we are indeed going into a second wave, we will see more shortages of these kind of materials in the coming months. So to get this right the second time round absolutely has to happen.
Duncan Simpson, equally a pleasure always to talk to you. Taxpayers Alliance there, not some Mad Hatter right-wing tub-thumping group, as folks say, but actually a very intelligent shiner of light into how your money and my money is spent.